Welcome to OCA, a special podcast for special people. Our mission is for OCA to enable individuals and families with autism or other disabilities the opportunity to maximize their abilities. Over the past 15 years, we have grown from an idea to a full community of professionals serving the Central Florida community. We're excited to share our favorite memories, tips, and experiences with you. And we hope to inspire you to get involved too. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Hello, I'm Silvia, CEO of OCA, and I'm so glad you're back for another episode. Today, I am joined by a special guest. Yes, Geri is in the house. Welcome to the show, Geri.
Thank you, Silvia. I'm excited, a little nervous about it, but I'm excited to be here this morning.
Geri, there's nothing to be nervous about, but I'm glad you're so excited. You know, we've been blessed to have you here at OCA. I think you're on your seventh year?
No, it's 8.
8th year. And you have been absolutely amazing as the coordinator for the adult program. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you do here at OCA?
Well, here at OCA, I train new staff that comes in. I come up with the social skills, places where we go and volunteer, make sure all of the programs are running effectively.
That's awesome. And, you know, you do really plan some pretty amazing things for our adult participants. What are some of your favorite activities that you guys do throughout the week?
Some of my favorite activities is when we get to do the science fair, because we get to see all of the creativity from the staff and the participants, and they're all working together just to become first place. So that it is a fun event that you do, and I love it that you are constantly challenging not only the participants but the staff as well as part of that engagement. Yes.
Right. And that, you know, we stress here at OCA that education never ends.
That's
and
right.
So we're constantly ensuring that our participants are staying up with the latest and the greatest of topics. And this last year's science fair was quite exciting. But of the community outings that you guys do, which are the ones that you like the most and why?
Well, we recently started volunteering at the Wekiva Springs. The guys love it. The staff love it because not only job skills has the opportunity to volunteer out there, but also our life skills, because they get that, you know, fine motor skills with their hands, and they get to explore Wekiva Springs.
Well, and it's wonderful. We have them out in nature, and they're engaging. And so to your point, they're working on turn taking. They're working on their fine motor skills. They're working on being great stewards of the environment, right?
Yes.
And being members of the community, helping to give back.
Right.
And I think that's probably one of the greatest things or assets that we bring to our participants, is that we constantly strive to make sure that they are members of the community.
That's
and that
right.
they're giving back. And so I think that's really awesome. You know, you've been such a crucial part of the OCA family. What brought you to OCA?
When we were teenagers, my mom started working for a company called Quest, and she worked for the group home, and she had us to come up there, bring her lunch, bring her food, or whatever the case may be. And we were introduced to adults who were in, you know, whether they were bedridden or just wheelchair. And we never were afraid. We got used to them. We would help feed whatever my mom needed. So, and I saw the compassion she had. So it rubbed off on my sister and I.
Okay. And so both you and your sister are in this line of work. And now you have your own children.
Yes.
Participating in this. Your daughter is a seasonal counselor.
Yes.
With our summer camp program. And recently your son has joined our Special Olympics program.
He's loving it.
As a unified partner. So it really has come full circle. Why is it so important to you that you have your children involved?
I always tell, even the new staff that we train, I always tell them, I say, think of it. Your life can change at an instant, and you come from independent to being dependent on someone. So always remember to treat them like you want yourself to be treated, and listen to them, have compassion, and have fun. I say they have hopes and dreams just like every one of us. And just remember that. And so at first my son, he was a little scared, but once he got learned to know them who, one of the guys liked games. So he likes games, the same games. So they found an interest. Mm-hmm. And so they have fun. So that's why I want my kids to know about it.
Well, and I think it's so important, right? We're breaking down the barriers.
Right.
Right. And I think you nailed it when you said, hey, anybody,
right,
someone that's listening to this podcast can be completely independent, and on a dime, something can change, and all of a sudden you have dependency, and you just hope and pray that the person that has been brought into your life to help care for you will have that compassion, will have that respect for dignity, and will have the ability to want to help move you to a new level. And so I think it's wonderful that this is a full circle moment for you, as well as what it will bring to your children. And I'll be curious to see if 20 years from now, I'm having a conversation with either your son or daughter.
Someone else.
Yeah. And that they said, hey, this is why, because my mom did it, my grandmother before her. I think it's wonderful. So for you, what's your favorite part about working at OCA?
The participants. Just to see the joy on their face. It's just the little things that make them so happy. Whether it's a hello, a hug, a snack, or just dancing with them. Things we take as adults, we take for granted. It's the little things that make them happy, and that gives me joy.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I always say that, at OCA, we focus on mind, body, and spirit, right? How do we keep the mind actively engaged? How do we keep the body actively engaged? But the spirit is them. When they are happy, man, we're all happy. When they are sad, oh my goodness, we're doing everything in our power to help try to make them happy again, or to help them understand it's okay to be sad, but how do we move on? And so it's so true. For us, OCA revolves around our participants, our families, our staff. Those are all the critical pieces to this organization. So there's been so many things that OCA has taught you. What is the one lesson, though, that you think everyone should learn or know about because of OCA that has brought you to this point in your life? And what would that be? What is that one lesson?
Transparency.
Why do you say that?
Because if you have a company where you're doing one thing and then you're saying one thing and doing another thing, and then your staff won't take care of you. If you're not taking care of your staff will not take care of you. That means our guys will not get the top quality that they deserve. So transparency is key.
So you feel at OCA it is extremely transparent. What has been said is being done, and keeping the participants and the staff as the number one priority to ensure that programming is going on is really what elevates our programming.
Right.
And we can't go without saying that our word of the year this year is the word soar. And we're really wanting to make sure that through our transparency that everybody is soaring to the best of their ability. Well, Geri, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you do for OCA, but most importantly, for joining me today in a conversation. And thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. If you have a question for Geri or any of our staff, send us an email at information@gooca.org. If you want to find out more about OCA, log on to gooca.org. Follow us on Instagram at OCA4U. And follow us on Facebook at OCA, a special place for special needs. To donate, head to gooca.org/donate. And to make a free and immediate impact, leave a review of our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share it with a friend. See you again soon for another episode of OCA, a special podcast for special people.